Hi everyone, welcome to an all new edition of The Take. I'm your host as always, Kendrick Dix, on this Thursday. I forgot, it's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. On this Friday, November 29th, 2019. Christmas is here. Thanksgiving is gone. I know you're at the cranberry stuffing, the dressing, the greens, the macaroni cheese, and the turkey, the ham, and any other festus that you have for Thanksgiving. I know you're kind of full, but we're going to supper that appetite for you. First things first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Take here on Connect as we get to the big story. The big story is what's going on with sex trafficking as these days. Okay, many of these days, sex trafficking was, okay. But now it's becoming so prevalent now that people are saying, be careful, raising awareness, raising the attention of people to like throughout this holiday season. Even in Black Friday, you have to be careful and know your surroundings because sometimes people are watching you where you're not watching them. So be aware of those surroundings. It even got to the board now. Let's take a look at these clips.
Or sexual servitude. And police say each one played a critical role in what allegedly happened to a 15-year-old runaway who called 911 from this motel off Northwest Parkway early Monday morning.
The 15-year-old stated that she had been forced to have sex with multiple men and that she needed help.
Officer Chuck McPhillamy says police arrived and rescued the girl who had managed to get out of the room to make the 911 call. He says detectives discovered the 15-year-old was held here over the weekend and feared she would be killed if she tried to escape. Warrants secured by Marietta police indicate 22-year-old Kamari Bolden did the girl's makeup in one motel room, photographed her and helped post pictures in online escort ads, then set up so-called dates for the girl to perform sex with unknown men for $80 in a near.
Someone, usually an adult, will use the vulnerability of a child in exchange for sexual favors. Mm-hmm. So let's say a child is homeless. They'll say, oh, come home with me, you can stay with me. But when the child gets there, the child is raped. So that's the exploitation. Mm-hmm. Or if a child is being used in pornography. However, trafficking always involves a buyer. It's a predator who's out there intentionally looking to buy that child. And that's the trafficking.
Understood.
It is early in the morning. I was on my way to work. I dropped my baby girl off at school. My car started acting up. So her dad told me to catch a Lyft and leave my car there, and he would fix it for me. So I called the Lyft, got in the car with the Lyft, noticed that they were taking all these different turns, no major streets, was not following the GPS that they were supposed to be following. So I asked the guy, I said, why are you making all these turns? This is not the way to my job. And he wouldn't answer me. He kept on just driving. So I'm noticing that I'm going down these different sidewalks, these neighborhoods. I'm so nervous. Like, I can't even really talk. So I'm asking the guy, like, why are you turning here? This is not the way to my job. So he kept telling me to be quiet, like, hold on, I know what I'm doing. So he pulls up behind this other car, like a big truck. I don't even know what it was. So I'm like, just nervous because I'm on the phone the whole time and I wasn't paying attention the whole while that he was making all these turns. So I asked him, why don't you go around this truck? Why you just sitting behind the truck like this? I have to get to work. And then he wouldn't answer me. So a black guy got out of the truck. He had braids in his head and everything. And he started opening the gates to this warehouse or whatever it was and was telling the car that I was in, the Lyft driver, to back into the warehouse or whatever. So I'm like, what are you doing? You know, like, this not the way that you're supposed to be going to my job. So I'm telling y'all to be safe out here. I had to get out the car and run. I was in a Lyft. I have all his information and everything. I was riding in a Lyft car trying to get to work because my car was acting funny. I called the police and everything. I'm still waiting on the police. I'm safe. I'm waiting at a gas station. I'm just saying, be safe so y'all can share this video. I'm in Houston, Texas. I was on Richmond and Dunvale, and it's real out here. You have to be safe. So anybody who's riding is really getting
some money. It's a lot of bottle girls, dancers, waitresses, business owners, and because of that, the women are a target. Now, as you all may or may not know, I'm from Chicago, and in Chicago, usually the guys have a target on their back, whether it's the police, their ops, but here it's like guys literally be on that with girls. Like, you all might hear about stories where girls get robbed at gas stations, girls get robbed when you're in the club. People will break into your car. What else? And then this whole sex trafficking thing. So recently, I kind of had an experience where I was like, oh yeah, it's time to get the strap. They was good. I feel like he was a part of it, and they were trying to run play on me. So I would just say, as a woman in Atlanta, like, you definitely have to be on your P's and Q's. You need to watch your surroundings. In a situation like that, get license plate numbers. Remember key details with appearances. And out here, it's like, as much as you want to think people have a good heart and they mean well, a lot of these people really be on some weird stuff. So you damn near have to give fake names, fake information, and then once a person builds your trust, then you can kind of be like, I'm just playing. My name ain't Diamond. No, but seriously, like, out here, it is literally a different ball game. This is Black Hollywood. You got people pretending to be something they're not, because that's just what it is in Atlanta. And people was under my last video like, like, as if I'm lying. This is not a lie. Like, people out here are really just different. And when I meet people from other cities, they be like, yeah, they different out here. And when I say that, I'm not necessarily saying people from Atlanta, but I just feel like people who are here and they've been here for a while, it's just, their brain is just wired differently. So, ladies in Atlanta, watch your surroundings. Sex trafficking is real. Get your license to carry. Go to the shooting range, learn how to shoot, because there's a target on our back.
All right, you saw all these clips. You saw a couple of clips from Atlanta. And that's more prevalent in Atlanta with the sex trafficking and stuff. The human sex trafficking. Wow. And it ain't stopped there, as in North Carolina, it's more prevalent. Than a suspect got arrested. Watch this.
Say that Edgar Ortiz is a human trafficker. After his vehicle was pulled over, he allegedly jumped and ran.
I was just driving by. There's about 8 cops out there. Got about 6 Hispanic males and females sitting out.
The 37-year-old man was caught 2 hours later walking along I-85. His car had Arizona plates, although it's unclear if that's where he came from.
It will definitely open the door to a further, deeper investigation as far as, where they were coming from, where they were going.
Troopers say they were actually looking for drugs when they pulled over the vehicle.
Human trafficking is kind of uncommon. Most of the time, our interdiction guys are looking for narcotics, things of that nature.
Troopers are hoping that the alleged victims will be able to fill in the blanks about Ortiz. People in this area have already made up their minds about him.
Oh, they should go to jail. I mean, it's against the law.
All right, you saw that news story as the suspect got arrested for sex trafficking, human sex trafficking. I guess it's prevalent now, since people want to do a lot of things, a lot of stuff to each other. This didn't even stop there. Now, me and you are aware on the news that the Atlanta Blanchard story case raises questions too of human sex trafficking allegedly. Well, let's hear from that.
Now to the new development in the mysterious disappearance of 19-year-old Anaya Blanchard. She's the stepdaughter of UFC fighter Walt Harris and has been missing for more than a month now. A second arrest has been made. ABC's Zachary Keish is here with more. Zachary, good morning.
Whit, good morning to you as well. It has been a month since Anaya Blanchard was last seen. Now a second person, 35-year-old Antoine Fisher, has been arrested and charged with first-degree kidnapping. Anaya, a student at Southern Union State Community College and the stepdaughter of UFC heavyweight fighter Walt Harris, was last seen at a convenience store, and Auburn, Alabama on October 23rd. One of her last text messages was to a friend saying she was out with a guy. Now, another man, 29-year-old Ibrahim Yazid, was arrested in Florida earlier this month on similar charges and extradited back to Alabama. Police say surveillance video shows Anaya and Yazid inside this convenience store at the same time. And then outside the store, a witness allegedly saw Yazid force Anaya into her vehicle. That SUV was eventually found abandoned outside an apartment complex, and police say evidence found inside suggests Anaya could be a victim.
All right, you heard from the Alana Blanchard girl from Alabama who was at a gas station, and now they arrested a second suspect in the case. So you had this suspect with his big eye, and then you have this suspect. I don't know how many people are involved in this. This is even getting more crazier than it seems, and even getting more national attention. Even Dr. Phil wants to get involved and help. Watch this with Alana's parents. Watch this.
It seems like it was actually set up and it was something that was planned.
The parents of Anaya Blanchard tell Dr. Phil they believe her disappearance was a planned kidnapping. The 19-year-old Alabama woman went missing on October 23rd. She was last seen grabbing a snack at a gas station in Auburn. Her mother, Angela, and stepfather, Walt Harris, the UFC heavyweight fighter, appeared on Dr. Phil to discuss the latest developments in her case.
I have feelings that there may be somebody that she knows that has set her up. I have things something that we can't really discuss, but there's something that we know that they are helping a lead that they're working on to try to help figure that part out.
Police have arrested this man, 29-year-old Ibrahim Yazid. He was seen on surveillance cameras inside the gas station convenience store at the same time as Anaya. He's been charged with kidnapping and is being held without bond. A judge has issued a gag order in this case. Investigators found Anaya's car after her disappearance and said there was a significant amount of blood inside. But her family continues to hold out hope she will be returned safely.
We're looking for you. We're doing everything that we can. We're going to get you.
All right. Dr. Phil trying to offer his services to bring back Anaya home. So we had to wait and see. We hopefully, something comes out of it and something good comes out of this. Wow. All right, let's move over from a lighter subject to Black Friday. Now, I know today is Black Friday and a lot of y'all are about to shop till you drop. Well, the steals are deals. Watch this.
The Black Friday frenzy, an estimated 116 million shoppers hitting the stores. Bedlam in the aisles of some of the nation's biggest retailers, shoppers fighting over garments at this Victoria's Secret in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Deep discounts triggering a free-for-all. Bargain hunters at this Georgia Walmart wrestling over pots and pans. The commotion veering out of control at an Alabama mall. Shoppers scrambling for safety as gunfire rings out. ABC's Gio Benitez starting us off.
Tonight, those doorbuster deals at times creating chaos. Look at this crush of shoppers in a Chattanooga Victoria's Secret pink store. The stampede over Sherpa jackets, people seen shoving each other, one sales rep climbing on a table to escape the crowd. In a Georgia Walmart, two women fighting over pots and pans, one refusing to let go. But the euphoria over Black Friday shopping turning deadly in Alabama after a fight turned into a shooting at this mall.
We've got officers on the scene. There has been shots fired.
The shooter killed, among the injured, a 12-year-old girl. But the tragedy in Alabama aside, for the rest of the country, shopping today was mostly peaceful. Long lines of customers at stores from Maryland to Florida to Texas. An estimated 116 million spending their holiday dollars today alone. This year's Black Friday could be the biggest since 2011. In Myrtle Beach, this frenzy over TVs, again one of the deeply discounted big-ticket items attracting buyers. The average shopper expected to spend more than $1,000 this holiday season, up 4% from last year. A strong economy helping boost sales here in New York. The rush in Macy's Herald Square starting even before Thanksgiving dinner was on the table. And today, the steady stream of shoppers flooding into stores not letting up.
Now, why didn't you just shop online? Why go through the hassle of this? Because I like seeing it in person and trying it on.
And Gio Benitez joining us live here in New York. Gio, we saw the images in stores across the country, but many also shopping online today. And in some cases, major retail sites were not able to handle the heavy traffic.
Yeah, well, take a look right now because there was some trouble online. You've got the J.Crew website. It was down earlier today. J.Crew apologizing for that. And now take a look at the Lowe's website. It was also down for some time. Now, this is important because experts believe that more than half of all holiday shoppers will be spending some money online. And remember, you've got Cyber Monday coming up.
That's right, just days away. Gio Benitez, our thanks to you tonight.
All right, you saw right there, Black Friday is prevalent. As you see all these gadgets, Best Buy even had a sale.
Best Buy sells a lot of TVs every day of the year, but on Black Friday, it's insane. And no wonder, Best Buy's 2019 Black Friday ad is now out, and it's filled with deep discounts on electronics and more. We found Sharon Hybrink already checking them out here at the Tri-County store.
You need a TV?
You always need a new TV, don't you?
Especially on Black Friday, right?
That's right.
Now, if you're looking for the absolute cheapest price on a 55 or 65-inch TV, Best Buy might not be your Black Friday store. That's because they focus on more premium brands like Samsung, LG, and Sony. But what deals you will find starting at 5 p.m. Thanksgiving. Best Buy will feature a 70-inch Samsung 4K TV for just $549. A 75-inch version, $759. Its budget big screen this year is a 58-inch Insignia, just $199. For the home, you'll find Amazon Echo Dots for just $22 and an Insignia pressure cooker, similar to the Instant Pot, for only $29. And there's discounts on Apple products such as the iPhone 11 with up to $500 off with trade-in. Still, some shoppers don't want to deal with the crowds, especially since the season is so spread out now.
It's Black Friday every day, so what the heck?
And he's right. You'll find plenty of deals all the way till Christmas.
Okay, saw that Black Friday is in effect and is in full force, and many people are looking for the road to Christmas as we head to that. And let's see what's going to be coming up soon on Black Friday. So, man, speaking of that, in celebrity news, did you hear that a studio exec wanted Julia Roberts to portray Harriet Tubman? You got to be kidding me. Well, you won't believe this. Our friends at Dish Nation had this to say. Watch this.
I just have to say I'm up in arms because there are Black actresses like me who are available and ready to work and get cast. Yes. And then there's white actresses like Julia Roberts who are considered for the role of Harriet Tubman.
Yikes. No.
Say what?
No.
What is this? Okay,
No way.
So the screenwriter of Harriet Tubman, the movie that is out, 25 years ago in a room with studio executives, one of the studio executives suggested Julia Roberts play Harriet Tubman.
Yikes.
Yes, but no. Yes, and then when it was pointed out, Julia Roberts is in black. He said it was so long ago, no one's going to know the difference.
Oh,
no one's gonna remember that. Who would ever consider Julia Roberts? I mean, I know she played Erin Brockovich,
Right, but who was a white woman?
That
Who
was another white woman.
Sounded a little like, look, I'd love to help you get out from being a slave, and I'd love to help you get through the Underground Railroad, but I just don't know. I don't know how, but I'm going to help you. I think it's going to be great. Your Julia Roberts is so on point, bro.
Yes.
But that would have still been wrong.
Who would you have put in it 25 years ago? Because that's when this came up.
Okay.
So when you think, but you still had like people like the girl played Jane Pittman, old actress now.
It don't matter if it was 25 years. My grandmother.
What about Regina King? Regina King.
No.
Jack Ye could have played Harriet Tubman. And she was a teenager. I just like your idea for Jack Ye. Oh, you gonna go on there on the ground? We got it. I kind of feel a little bit bad for Julia Roberts because she had nothing to do with it.
No, of course
And she
not.
probably woke up today and was like, why is Beyonce calling me so mad?
All right. This is the most outrageous, outlandish thing I ever heard in my life. Julia Roberts playing Harriet Tubman. And who is this studio exec? He need to get put out of the pasture. For real. How would you, and nothing against Julia Roberts. She's a phenomenal actress. She is one of the best actresses of her generation. But she should not, if this executive even did ask her, she should have just announced and told him, I'm white. Harriet Tubman, black. Give it to a black actress, like a prominent black actress. Like, what about Wanda Sykes? Nah, she's too comedian. She's not too serious and stuff. What about Regina King? She would have played Harriet Tubman. She would have made a good Harriet Tubman. Or the movie they got out now with the girl who played Harriet Tubman. So you gotta pick. She's black, but they said the studio exec. Who is the studio executive? Is he crazy? Oh, he's out of his mind. Wow, what is he thinking? What are you smoking, man? For real. All right, speaking of somebody who really smoking and one under a warp, you remember the girl named Jocelyn Savage? Many of you might not recall that Jocelyn Savage is R. Kelly's girlfriend, that she was defending R. Kelly through earlier this year when R. Kelly was trying to defend his name. Now reports are claiming that she's telling everyone that she's been brainwashed by R. Kelly and says that she's a victim. Won't believe what? Take a look.
Sharing about their relationship. ABC's Kaylee Hartung with what she is saying this morning.
This morning, a woman known for being one of R. Kelly's girlfriends and publicly defending the disgraced musician, now saying she's one of his victims and ready to reveal her secrets. Joycelyn Savage is speaking out against Kelly for the first time, saying she's willing to risk it all on the website Patreon, a paid membership platform. Patreon confirming someone by that name owns the account, but does not confirm it is this Joycelyn Savage. In her first post, she details how Kelly commanded her to call him master or daddy. While living together, she describes how it started getting worse by day, and says, as one of his victim, yes, victim, I've seen more and heard more.
She's ready to tell the truth.
Overnight, in another post on Patreon, Joycelyn writing, he told me I couldn't do certain stuff without him knowing first. It's been nearly 3 years since Joycelyn's parents last saw their daughter. Joycelyn, now 24, was 19 years old when she moved in with Kelly. The divide in the family growing deeper as her parents alleged Kelly brainwashed Joycelyn and kept her against her will. Claims Joycelyn fiercely denied until now.
She's came out with statements that we have been saying for the last 2.5 years, and it's pretty accurate.
With Robert in jail, does that give you any solace that she is safer than she was before he went to jail?
I believe one of the primary reasons that she has the courage to speak up is because she knows he's actually in jail.
Kelly's currently in jail, awaiting trial on charges of sexually abusing women and underage girls. He's been charged in multiple states and pleaded not guilty. Kelly's criminal defense attorney discrediting Joycelyn's claims in a statement, saying it is unfortunate that Joycelyn now seeks to make money by exploiting her longtime loving relationship.
All right, sorry there. Jocelyn Savage saying that she want to reconcile her family and put this to bed and rest. There was rumors and reports that she was pregnant with R. Kelly, had suffered several miscarriages. Now she wants to get this past behind her. Hey, R. Kelly in jail, so hey, you can make that effort now. Since he's not at his will at most. Tell you that right now. Okay. Speaking of that, in other celebrity news, Justin Timberlake caught cheating in New Orleans, where we see these pictures right here. Could Justin Timberlake be stepping out his wife, Jessica Biel? Now, they say a thing or two about, when you're in marriage and stuff, you got to honor your vows. And, I guess Justin Timberlake just saying, I don't know. He knew cameras around, so he didn't want to be kind of like speculating and see himself in that picture. So Justin Timberlake trying to get himself out of a ditch. Right. And finally, and Taylor Swift was honored by the AMAs for being an entertainer for 10 years. Taylor Swift being an entertainer for 10 years, being in the game. She's been there longer than that, but, mainstream wise and stuff. Taylor Swift with the honors and stuff. Let's look at Taylor Swift's highlights from it. Watch this. All right, Taylor Swift trying to, she's still in that controversy with Justin Bieber's management and Studio Bond and her former management, Big Machine Records. I think now it's just getting either ugly or mean, and Taylor Swift trying to re-record her master so she can own her rights to it. I think sometimes when you're a young artist, you need to know business sense, but she was young, she didn't know no better. But now she's trying to recap everything that she worked so hard for. You can't blame her. All right, on talk shows this week. Today's show host Hoda Kotb has a special announcement, and she wanted to surprise everyone with this.
Friend of ours asked me to let you guys in on a secret. I won't tell you. Well, I'll give you her initials. Her initials are Hoda Kotb, and she's engaged.
Wow! What? Wow! You kept that a secret.